I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Because 30p Lee Anderson is going to be joining the lineup of Tory MPs who host shows on GB News, CBB News. Yeah. Ain't we lucky? Alongside the likes of Jacob Rees-Mogg, Esther McVey, and Philip Davies. Nigel Farage. Oh, okay. Well, Lee Anderson is to become the latest Conservative Party MP to host a show on GB News. The same Lee Anderson who said, well, you shouldn't moonlight. Second jobs? Oh, mustn't have a second job. No, not if you're an MP. That's what Lee Anderson said. He criticised. What's he done? He's got himself a second job. Well, the Conservative Party Deputy Chair, an MP for Ashfield in Nottinghamshire. He's having his own show. Yeah. Gonna be a GB News host. God's sake. But he said, GB News is the true voice of the great British silent majority, is what he said. I'm joining the People's Channel to ensure their voice is heard. That's what Lee Anderson said. 30p Lee, it's gonna stick. Oh, I wonder if it's going to be having a nice cooking show. Maybe. We've all been making some gruel. 30p gruel, maybe. That may be his plan. But the MP has proved rather controversial. In fact, he's an MP. It's pretty controversial in its own right. But he won the election in 2019 on the back of Alexander Boris the Pfeffel Johnson's Oven Ready deal. Well, even before his election, he was criticised, he was. Because of a doorstep encounter. An encounter that he planned. He phoned him up just before they knocked on the door while campaigning, and the cameras are there. Guy, he comes out. And he says he wants to treat the refugees very specially. With a cat and nine tails.
I think you were a bit soft. That now. I think you're a bit soft on it. A bit
soft?
Yeah.
What would you do then?
I'd give cat and nine tails for.
Cat and nine tails?
Make them wear a pink tutu.
That was after, 30p Lee. But he decided to tell everybody. He said, it's my personal opinion, he said. Stand out there in the rain and his Mac, he looked like he's been shrink wrapped. So like they did. And he said, I'd make them work the fields to their bones. They can't. When they're finished for the day, they get shoved in tents just to start again for the following day.
Right, so my plan would be, and again this is just my own personal opinion, is that these people who have to live somewhere, let's have them in a tent in the middle of a field, 6 o'clock every morning, let's have them up, let's have them in the fields, picking potatoes or any current seasonable vegetables, back in the tent, cold shower, lights out, 6 o'clock, the same the next day. That would be my solution.
Yeah, because we'd say we've got enough people working the fields, you see. He doesn't believe in human rights. Obviously, sounds a bit like Dominic Raab. I don't believe in human rights, said Dominic Raab. Or social rights. Any rights, in fact, he's ought to take them all away. Well, he said, or they said, GB News said, our viewers, well, actually, Michael Booker said, Lee has been a breath of fresh air in Westminster since he was elected. It's only fresh. It's pollen, it is. It's like all that stuff floating around the UK coastline. That's 30p Lee. He's a turd. Well, Lee has been a breath of fresh air in Westminster since he was elected, apparently. Doing something that many politicians are scared to do. Talking honestly. Like shoving them in tents and making them work in the fields. And, killing people. The death penalty. That's what he wants. That's 30p Lee for you. Our viewers and listeners appreciate his common sense language. Something that's been missing from politics for a long time, thank God. back. Why is that? Because of Brexit. And what was Brexit? It's because a whole load of numpties put that cross in the wrong box that they did. Well, as the next election will be fought in the Red Wall, these insights, well, into the northern voters will be key. But the fact of the matter is, many of his voters hate him. Turned against 30p Lee. He won't be in next time. No. There's going to be a Labour government, most likely. Well, it hasn't been announced yet. And he's going to air his first show, no. And he used to get paid 200 quid when he joined Dan Wootton's show. Every time he was there, apparently. That's what was on the register. I reckon that was probably more than that. But, 200 quid's in the register. But Tatton MP, Esther McVey, she earned, £58,650, equivalent to around £900 per episode. Her husband also, Shipley MP, Philip Davies. Yeah, he's there. He's getting £46,203. I bet that don't go too well, down too well in the family. Well, that's equivalent to £679 per episode. Well, Jacob Rees-Mogg. He gets... Oh, no, he hasn't declared it. No. And he probably never will. Just like he doesn't pay the tax on the 6 million quid that he, well, paid himself in a loan from his company instead of paying tax on dividends. Kind of man that he is. Tax avoidance, said he won. Might be legal, but doesn't mean to say it's moral. Jacob Rees-Mogg hasn't declared how much he's getting paid from GB News. No. But it should end up on the register. Well, other politicians appearing on the channel include the former Brexit Party. Nigel Farage. And the former Northern Ireland First Minister, Arlene Foster. Looks like Dennis Quaid's brother. I can't remember his name now. They look identical. Uncanny, tell you. Anyway. And then there's that other ex-Labour MP, Gloria De Piero. Why would you want to go on GB News? Oh, it's maddening. Oh, my dog is whining now. In a minute, Wally, you have to wait. Yes. Oh my giddy aunt, what is the United Kingdom coming to? Oh, okay. Well, the word of today is... before I get into it, don't forget to click the old like button and maybe subscribe and the bell icon. Then you got a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. And if you want to support the channel, you do on Patreon or buy us coffee, and it is very much appreciated. Couldn't do it without it because the views are too low. Well, there you go. Well... Word of today is, in fact, it's a name, or it could be a film. Every time I think of 30p Lee, I think of that film. Freddy got fingered. When he goes and does something to, was it an elephant or something? Anyway, he does something to an elephant. Can't say it on there, begins with W though. I think his name's Michael Green. It's Green, is it Michael Green? Anyway, he's a comedian actor geezer, an American geezer. If you know what I'm talking about, please leave it in the comments down below. But also, word of today is Freddy got fingered. You could just say got fingered if you like. Don't use the W word, no, because that's just wrong. What about sausages as well? You know the film. Oh, anyway, it's time for me to go. So I need to feed my dog, you know, because he's whining at my feet, you know. He's going back in his basket. Okay, ta-ta.